Check 1 2, man. We here. Still live in effect, man. We in the process of trying to make it happen. Still trying to make it happen. Making the proper adjustments. Making the proper adjustments, man. This guy over here staring at me the whole time. Clearly gonna have to move my truck. Don't know about that. Staring at this little tune, bro. Like give me a peace of mind. Look at it. Yeah, but some on the move. The internet has so much stuff on it, man. It's just anything that you want, man, pretty much is available to you. But I'm not here to talk about the internet today. Just as I continue on my journey into making $1 million, man, into that seven-figure process, man. And also keeping in tune, keeping in tune mentally, you know what I'm saying? And this message is for people, this message is for messages for people that's $28 under, basically, man. But when it comes to you're dealing with males, it's really hard to get a necessary change out of them. It's pretty hard to get males to work together because of the ego. You know what I'm saying? Basically. your people are so your people are so focused on throwing the hatchet down, man, with the judging people to the point where it's hard for you to embrace them if you was to come with a perfect, if you was to come with a perfect blueprint, then even then there's the anticipation of, because of past trauma, oh, okay, is this person gonna let me down? How often, how long can this image, this person betray, right? And that's something that you gotta get at the habit of, because some people are consistently, we've been programmed to think, because of all the religions, we're looking for guidance. You know what I'm saying? We're constantly looking for leadership. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those leaderships, you know what I'm saying, has been because of colonialism. Because of colonialism, um, leadership has been tainted, and so when I guess when a prime example comes through, it's hard to embrace it unless you are in particularly in need of something that person may have where it can actually benefit you. So, and that's what you're pretty much dealing with. What's important is that when it comes to building, when you're looking to follow somebody, you need to find out the principles that a person is trying to follow. Right. So you have to find out who they learn from. Find out who they learn from. You know, I'll make my own. Find out where they learn from. There's a lot of times when I go back to sports, because sports is something that, getting basketball is something that I put a lot of energy towards at a young age. I have an extensive body of knowledge dealing with it. Collectively, you have to find out about yourself. You have to find out where you at, where's your game at, And collectively, you have to find out where's your game at. And one of the things that made Kobe, right, such a study was his I hate to say it like this, but necessarily identify with the inner city or the didn't necessarily identify with the inner city. Didn't necessarily didn't necessarily identify with the inner city, man. And it kind of helped him when it came to his focus and his belief in himself and his motivation. It kind of helped him. On the other side, I feel that he might have, checking myself out, might have may have hurt. And when you're giving out knowledge, man, I think you want to help people, man, especially when you're dealing with the young folk. You have to know when to take the big homie label off and find out how you can meet someone if you're surgical. If you're surgical, right? If you're surgical when it comes to dispensing a certain level of knowledge that will increase the awareness of a human being and possibly motivate them to act accordingly, you have to, and I'm speaking from a person who's older, trying to reach the youth. Um, it really takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. And you have to be patient in finding out if you can get under instead of big homie and trying to big homie people. Um, like stop trying to be the big homie and